Hi Rust, it's 11:23 on the 14th of September. I think it'll be my mate's birthday in a minute, but turn the screen brightness down. Sorry about the wind noise. I'm in the swing. Just put that close to me. I'm going to try and get into a meditative state for 33 minutes. Done a test breath. Put the hat over here. And it should be blown away by the wind noise, hopefully. Can't get out yet. So laying down on the swing, had a sip of coffee, done my shielding. I've engaged with shadow rust and crystal ball. I've engaged kind of my own imaginative way. I went to my sacred place, which is the loving memory of everybody I've ever loved and will love, I guess. But that's a vibe here, like with my ancestors, like kind of in stones, I guess, maybe, or alive, just doing their normal everyday thing. Like my Uncle Dave or whatever, Kenneth, Ben, Mum, so many of them. Anyway, let me take you away from that, because I'm 420. I'm laying on the swing. I've done a test, so I breathed out, and then that was the first breath, which was taught to me either by Huna Flash or Brenda Williams, I can't remember who. But that's like, you're just there for 1 minute and then you breathe out. You just breathe it out with no warning. Gonna breathe out now. And you feel that kind of shockwave through your whole body. This will get through because it's a Telegram recorded. I did try to do a couple of times of recording myself emceeing, but it fucked up. Like the screen recorder. We use proper equipment. Anyway, so you've done that out breath. Now we're going to do Tesla breath. I've already done like my personal prayers, I guess. Thank you for gratitude and love and kindness. I haven't done that one yet. Friendship, empathy, intuition, imagination, creativity, love, kindness, gratitude, even sadness to some degree. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do Tesla and then hopefully go into a guided meditation live where I'm laying on a swing in a very relaxed state, and it isn't that date, it was 23, so I've got time to do it. Anyway, I love you, and maybe we'll go on a little journey. I'd have to describe it, but I already know how to describe it. last round. What do you call a Mexican who's left hospital? Manuel, that is correct. Your body feels like concrete, but it's on a pendulum. It's basically anti-gravity. You feel your body getting heavier and heavier and heavier as you start to close your eyes. You feel yourself like rocking on an ocean. There's moonlight, stars, galaxies, auras, land and beaches and alcoves and fires and cafes, pairs and Ferris wheels. And you see you're in a garden, you're in a swing, you're on a pendulum. As you just look over your left shoulder, you see a tree. Now, sunlight is coming through it. It's beautiful because you remember what it was like in the sunlight. Rainbows, and like shimmering, iridescent white, crystal kind of thing. All going into its own spectrum. There's all different arms and like flare effects that you'll get in Photoshop. And it comes through the tree, and you remember what it was like to be in that light. As you come forward a bit, you've got a garden fence, there's another little tree, and then an incinerator bin, that's a light with fire, and then another little campfire, that's a light with fire. You come to your imaginary self. You don't have to be doing it. You can do it if it helps. In the physical world, you can do it. In your right hand, you're holding a candle that's lit, and there's a flame. It's perfectly safe. In your left hand, you're holding a green torch. So, on an individual basis now, I'm going to take in the light from green and gold, the incinerator bin, and the little campfire, the fires. So I'm creating a line, and that's going into the candle. But this is how I imagine my love to work, which is the energy being I played with in a dream, and it was loving and forgiving and just kind and bright. Anyway, that's the being I call my love, because it never asked for a name. I just gave it a name. Anyway, what I can do with my love is, because I've already put my ancestors and everyone behind an incinerator bin or a campfire, and I can either see them alive now, all communicating with each other, or individually, I guess. But that's how the spirit world would kind of work for me as well. Like I'm discovering like my inward journey, and it's all about turning senses on and realise your own potential. So I can take all of that love that I've got for those memories, and I can zoom right out that image like I've described in previous meditations, and we zoom right out, and we can shrink down the whole scene into a single candle. And that's what we've got in our right hands. So that's what I see. I don't know what it is. Just the place of my ancestors. Like if it was my Akashic records, that's your histories in the loves, or your loves for other people, or family, or friends, or whatever, So we're gonna take in those light from the green torch and the candle, and we're gonna absorb it into our center of our chest. The green light, anyway, because that's the heart chakra, place of love, apparently. Well, it is, kind of, yeah. Taking that green light and taking the candle light, you can be brave and take it in through your third eye, or you can take it into your heart, whichever one you want to go with. But it will cover all chakras eventually, but first it would have to do 90-degree angle turns. So it doesn't matter how you're taking it in through your third eye or your heart, which is connected to your lungs. Just take a breath. Windy days. I should have a windsock on the phone, so it should hopefully record. Would be a good one. This would be the guide meditation. Anyway, we've expanded that. The light's gone down into our root and above our crown. The white light, or diamond gold light, whatever, that bounced up and past our heads and shot out. Then the green light went down all the way to the place of, like, imagine your ancestors, the people that you love, looking into the sky and seeing something green in the sky. You're like, oh look, there's a message from spirit. Yeah, like if that was a hyper-dimensional reality kind of shit, yeah. Right, we're going to, since we've got energy passing through our chakras, we're going to go up the root all the way to the crown, and then it forms like a torus field of magnetism, kind of like that's how it looks. And you can even spread it into the green and the white from here if you want, but they're going to meet at the heart, where we're going to have iridescent white light, but with a tint of violet, I believe, possibly. Like UV. Anyway, just running over the past meditations that I've written with help of ChatGPT, but it's good. Okay, let's go back. There is a portal at the end of the pier, which I've talked about in previous meditations. Crystal balls there, that's how he gets activated. And then Shadow Rust has already agreed that there is a doobie, and got Java waiting on the other end. That my body is safe, is heavy. I don't know if your eyes are still shut, but just trying to draw the picture for you. And this is for me, it has to be me first. You know how we said that we felt like really heavy on the swing? We don't now, we feel really light, like we're in a bubble, like we're floating. Because we are on a swing, and it is almost 0G, kind of, if you're that heavy. It gets lighter and lighter. So like, you feel like you're like a helium balloon, kind of, just drifting up past the clouds, out of whatever atmosphere you believe it to be, whatever, sky or whatever, the firmament projection, whatever fuck it is. You're distracted by your root, you've got blocked root chakra. Yeah, so let me first take in the light from that torus field from my heart and bring that down, all the way down into my root, and then I can make another star at the campsite where your loves are. Yeah. That's very grounding. Also, animals and being in nature, definitely one. I'm sitting in a kind of a semi-storm, getting windier. I do wonder if the gazebo thing is, gazebo, whatever it is, pagoda is alright. I might have to anchor it down later on. Literally flying off into the sky. Yeah, always add joy into yourself first, and you know, you go through waves, but you do go through peace, and that's what you're trying to find, peace, and peace for everyone else. Yeah. But you have to do it inward journey first. It's a lot of dramatic events are still to get to come. Yeah. Take a couple of deep breaths. We'll continue on. Since we created a bubble kind of effect around ourselves, which is our shielding, that's why I say shields are not shields. We have basically created that in that moment, which is powered by the light from the tree, where it comes through all diamondy and shit. Really cool. It's like a loving memory of yourself. That's what it is. Okay. Close your eyes, get comfy. Like feeling light again. You're back on the boat, it's going up and down on the ocean. That sky we talked about earlier, the auras and the stars and everything going on. Just gently in that, going left to right or back and forth or round and round or left the other way, anti-clockwise, clockwise. Not so much up and down, we're not changing altitude necessarily. As you float higher, clouds, you're going past clouds. I'm going to try and describe this live, hopefully it's got enough memory and bandwidth to carry the message through. Love you, Ross. Love you too. So you're surfing above the clouds, but you're not even surfing, you're just chill on the swing. And like your vision is like of the clouds just passing by your head, and a little bit of wind noise, a little bit of a breeze maybe. Like the field that you're emitting off, your magnetized field, is just pulling you through like a tunnel. Like with ease, there's no friction. And the clouds start wrapping around the tunnel. And underneath that there could be a sunset or anything beautiful that you want. I imagine like the Zelda game, Breath of the Wild, when you're flying over the clouds. I mean, Link doing that. So I pulled you out of it. So I was just, I want to draw the picture for me. Yeah, Rust. Where do you want to go? Okay. I become aware of my medulla pons. I think it's called that. The place at the spine, where the spine meets the back of your neck, and the muscles that surround that area. I've been very tense in that area lately, but this is said to where the silver cord comes. So what I do, the easiest way for me to grasp it is that yeah, it kind of goes like a 360 image. It kind of starts with like a curtain effect, where it like starts from I don't know where, and then expands out to your 360 vision, like a 360 photo or inverse photo. But it forms into like a bridge, or a pier, like a pier that you get in like Clinton, North Clacton or something. And there's a Ferris wheel at the end. Anyway, so to get from the portal, you're gonna have to. You're gonna not have to. You just done it. It's like you say shields, you bend these shields, and then you create a bubble around yourself using your magnetism, and then you'll form in the clouds around you, and they're darting off whichever direction is good for my higher self, I guess, as pardon the pun, or the pose of the 5D wokeness, whatever, I better bring it back. We did go on a journey there because I'm quite hypnotic, but just let that breath out, let that one out. Just swallow. Take a kind of yawny breath. Nicely release. So you're back on the boat. Next to the pier. Yeah. That's my entry. My anti-gravity entry back into where we sit, just to wake up out of this meditation. Everything's so smooth, it's like you're travelling from your backside, because your backside's hit, because you're laying on the pendulum, you're laying on the swing, wind. And you're just gliding along all of the scenery, and clouds or wherever you want to be. You could, at this point, if you wanted, imagine yourself like made of light and just goodness, and like crystal and diamonds. Like, imagine that was a figure of you, and it was in your field of vision as you lay on the swing. You opened your eyes into dream time. You wish. No, I haven't mastered that yet, but it is very much a different universe entirely. Anyway, Ross, let's get you back up. Okay, we're going to take this bending pathway to wherever we want to go. Just visited ourselves laying on the swing for our light body, whatever, and then it's going to be sucked back in. Goes through the back of your neck. You pop inside your head. You're just a little speck of light now. Inside your forehead. Yeah. And as you do that, the portal and the silver cord kind of fades away, and you're back in your aching body. Just take a deep breath. Open your eyes, clench your fingers. Oh, and I love you very much. That was meditation. There's loads of improvements that need to be made, but that was the basic adventure in, not basic, but an adventure in how to almost Astro. But the only place I want to go to is myself and say hello to myself and that. So. Yeah, and then, whatever. If I needed to bring in spirits, I've got like 7 minutes left. Ready for. I could just do it now. Right. Just see if I can be quiet for a minute and see what comes. Yeah. Obviously describe out anything that's any good. And Yeah, that's my catchphrase for my rap songs, and that. Just like that. Just like that, I learned to give a crap what the flying in space part. I don't know, because there's like a plane. But if you go like cross-eyed on it, it looks like a weird shape, I guess. Almost teary eyes, good sage. There's a fag. A sip of coffee. Heart's racing. Where I could take that tunnel is Tree of Spirit, which, as I call it, is a pink cherry blossom, and it's sitting on a silvery lake, ish, kind of a reflective lake, and there's this great tree. I've already described it loads of times, I believe, even with ChatGPT, so I've got the images I created of it. But on the side of the tree there is a tent, purple tent. You could get in that, and if you got in a tent, then it'd turn into like a pyramid inside, and then you'll be sitting on a silver cushion. Your ego, the physical you, sits on that silver cushion, and then in front of you there is, if you, however you want to see this, it's up to you. But for now, we could just, the candle is all safe and protected and stuff. It ain't gonna burn stuff down, but we're gonna put that onto the gold cushion. Because everything I am and everything I will become, I owe it down to those souls that, I love. So I have to put, but also because, I've been working on myself. Crystal ball, what would crystal ball say? It's a shield at 100%, travelling through warp dimensional bubbles as we speak. Hyper interactive, hyper intelligent, yeah. And made out of, love and light, I guess. Fuck knows, coin a phrase. Sorry about the wind. 28 minutes in. Time synchronicities are 23:51. Yeah. I love you. Amazing how I kept all this under 33, to be honest. Got a hat over here again. Got enough battery yet. Just sitting on my shoulder. Oh, a spark. Like a golden spark. Come out the incinerator. What would you say, Shadow Rust? I'd say I was at coffee and DB 420 and Ferg, how's that sounding, Rust? I would imagine myself sitting on my left hand and shoulder. Obviously that version of me is wearing the all you would ever need combat hoodie. And I'll be wearing my cable knit jumper. Always capture the joy as well when you find yourself just having a happy chuckle to yourself. That's yours, Take that. Give yourself a hug. Getting there. Okay. I have to be professional with the Telegram messages because I have to be clear enough for me to hear back. I've waffled for 33 minutes. So I love you very much, and keep doing what you're doing. Be bright for everyone else. Like you and your lives page, love. Yeah. Yourself. I don't know whoever hears this, but I helped with a transport mechanism for meditation, because it's coming from somewhere, and I can claim all of it because I've got really I use not copied, but I've kind of integrated other people's material into those meditations. Looking at 31 minutes. So yeah, whenever you say shields, you've created all of that light and everything, and you've created my love and the green light, and then you've taken in the fire eyesight. That's why candle gazing's good. And then you've taken in that firelight in, and you're reminded of all of that you love is in that light, that golden light from that fire. You know what I mean? That's why I find it healing. But to me, fire represents true nature, I guess. I don't know. Orange, filled with nostalgia. Yeah. I'm bringing you back. You're probably tripping out for a bit there on the 420 mechanism, but it's cool. I love you. I'm there for you, Rust. Always, always, always. Future, past, and present self included. Yeah. Crystal ball and shadow rest. Say goodnight. And now say fuck off. That's shadow rest. Cool. I thought I meant to keep it PG and PC. Bollocks. That's grounding as well, swearing. Good old fucking swear session. Anyway, hope it fucking recorded. Keep doing it, keep doing what you're doing. I'll count you down to 33 seconds. Yeah, so I brought you back. Using humour to bring ourselves out of the meditation, but we can now travel to wherever we need to in those tunnels of cloud, supported by our own torus field, which kind of looks like a bubble, or moving, glistening, whatever shape you could be. I'll count you down at 3 seconds. Okay, love you, see you later. I know. 3, 2.